Hello friends, we already saw where prism is located in the trial box, but in this video we are going to see what is prism, prism's unit, its features and its uses in optometry. First we are going to see what is prism. Prism allows refraction and it has two plane surfaces which are inclined at a finite angle. See this image, these two surfaces join to give us this angle. It is the apical angle. Higher the apical angle, stronger the prismatic effect. Next unit of prism. The unit of prism is diopter. A prism of 1 prism diopter power produces a linear apparent displacement of 1 centimeter of an object situated at 1 meter. Usually, prism displaces the image towards its apex. If the object situated at 1 meter means 1 prism diopter displaces the image at 1 centimeter away. For 2 prism diopter, 2 centimeter of the image displaces. And if the prism power increases means more distance of the image displaces. Next, characteristics of prism. When light rays falls on the prism, the incident light rays are falls towards the base of the prism and the image forms towards apex of the prism. Prism does not magnify or minify the image. We saw that both concave and convex lens forms a single focal point, but prism does not form any focal points. And in higher power prisms, the prism appears to be more stronger. Next, orientation of prism. There are 4 orientation of prism: base in, base out, base up and base down. It is classified based on the prism base, and we are going to see detailed information about the orientation in our next slide. Generally, we prescribe prism for strabismus and diplopia patients. So first we are going to see what is strabismus. Look at the first image. This is the normal eye. When we look straight, the eyeball is in correct position. But in strabismus, the eye alignment is abnormal. Strabismus also known as crossed eyes. So first look esotropia. In esotropia, the eyeball moves towards the nasal side. That means it moves towards inwards. And in exotropia, the eyeball moves towards the temporal side. That means the eyeball moves toward outwards. And in hypertropia, the eyeball moves upwards. In hypertropia, the eyeball moves downwards. In strabismus, the eye alignment is abnormal. Strabismus result in double vision because the brain receives the image from both of the eyes. That's why it results in double vision. We saw in characteristics of prism that image forms towards the apex of the prism. So first look esotropia. The eyeball move towards the nasal side. So we need to keep the apex towards the nasal side of the eye. So in esotropia, we give base out prism. See the prism's orientation here. The apex is in inward and the base is outward. That's why it is termed as base out prism. If the base is inward means it is termed as base in prism. If the base in upward position means it is termed as base up prism. If the base located at downward means it is termed as base down prism. In exotropia, the eyeball moved towards the temporal side. That means the eye turned outwards. So the apex should be in front of the deviated eye. So the prism's apex placed outwards and the prism's base placed inwards. So it is termed as base in prism. In hypertropia, the eyeball move upwards. So we need to keep the apex towards the deviated eye. Automatically the base come downwards. So we need to prescribe base down prism for hypertropia. In hypertropia, the eyeball move downwards. So in this situation, we need to give the apex towards the deviated eye. So automatically the base come upwards. So we need to prescribe base up prism for hypertropia. I hope you guys understand the orientation of prism very well from these examples. Next, uses of prism. Prism used to diagnose the angle of deviation in tests like Prism-Barkava test and Krimsky test. Prism also used in the measurement of fusional reserve. Fusional reserves are the maximum amount the eye can converge or diverge while still maintaining the binocular single vision. And prism used in ophthalmic instrument like gonioscope, keratometer and applanation tonometer. Prism prescribed for diplopia and strabismus patient, and prism also used in exercise to develop fusional reserve. If you like the content what you have watched means like the video, leave your opinions in the comment section. If you think that this video is helpful for your friends means share this video to your friends. For regular optometry updates, subscribe the channel Optom A to Z.